What's up? This is John Shapiro. I am the founder of Wellness CBD, and today we're going to be talking about anxiety and CBD. I have a very unique perspective on this subject. The reason I launched Wellness CBD was because I had lived with anxiety for 48 of my years. It was horrible, to say the least. Anxiety, for those that suffer it, understand what I'm saying. The weight, the thoughts, the obsessive dread that comes from anxiety is very difficult, and it colored so many of the things and so many of the choices in my life. I believed that I could work my way out of it by building up a big business. I believed I could sing my way out of it by going on the stage and becoming a rapper. I believed so many ways that I could combat anxiety. But the only way I've ever found was through a combination of full spectrum CBD, select terpenes, meditation, yoga, and affirmation. And those things have been the key for how I've been able to keep my anxiety under control. And I want to share that with you, and I want to share that with the world, because it is unnecessary to suffer anymore. You don't have to suffer. I wish I could tell myself that years ago, because it was a very long road. I have the most amazing family and the most amazing children and the most amazing friends, and that's what's kept me going through some of the really tough moments that this affliction has brought me. But here's the beauty, here's the joy. I found a way, a natural way, for me to get it under control. Believe me, I tried every prescription on the planet. Prozac, Buspar, Trazodone, every single kind of thing. I've been to therapists, I've been hospitalized. I've done everything that I can do. And I've been successful in spite of all of it. But it's in spite of it. I suffered needlessly. In 2018, someone gave me CBD for the first time. I had no idea what it was, and I didn't care what it was. It's something I had seen in gas stations, it's something I had seen in convenience stores, and it was not something I was interested in, because I was not interested in cannabis in the slightest. It was not something I was interested in at all. I was taking my medications and I was getting along. I tried the CBD, and the first day was really not a lot, and the second day wasn't much better. But something started to happen. It was physiological, it was psychological, it was a variety of things, but something started to happen. And what happened was I began to release some of these chains, and some of this heaviness, and some of the thoughts started to dissipate, and some of that fear. And that's all anxiety is when you come down to it. It's fear. Whether it's fear of the future, or fear of failing, or fear of not being enough. Those were all my fears. And fear is a terrible thing to live with. But this CBD began to make me feel better. This anxiety started to dissipate, and I can't explain it. When you're not carrying around that anxiety, that weight, it's like, you feel so light suddenly. And so, of course, being the obsessive person that I am, and that's the reason I was successful in the retail business, is because I was obsessive about my business. I became obsessive about figuring out how I was feeling the way I was feeling, what was going on, because this was incredible. And so I started to do deep dives into CBD, which is cannabidiol. What I found out was it's simply a molecule. It's a plant molecule made in the hemp plant, right? Hemp plant's this simple, nondescript plant. And in this hemp plant was this molecule CBD. And one of many, by the way, cannabinoids that are in the plant. But it's this very simple molecule. And what it does is it interacts with your endocannabinoid system. And I didn't know what my endocannabinoid system was. Why would I? No one ever said anything. Okay, can you imagine this? No one, I went to high school like everybody else. I did my thing. I went to bio class. Guess what? No one ever mentioned the endocannabinoid system. And the endocannabinoid system basically is a system that balances your other systems. So if you have a balanced endocannabinoid system, you're going to be in balance. And that balance extends not just to your body, but to your mind and to your mindset. And something clicked. And I said, I have to do this. I have to figure out how I'm going to help people. And I walked away from a business that I built in order to build the business that I built. After I have any of these conversations, I want to make it very clear and very transparent to you. I am not a healthcare provider. I am not a doctor. I am not a scientist. I am simply someone who's had incredible results using CBD to the point where I wanted to share that with the world. So, before you make any changes in your life, before you do anything, speak to your healthcare provider.